Okay, so if you're ready, you can get on your mats. I can't see most of them because most of them have switched off their cameras. Yeah, but I guess. Okay. All right, so please come seated on your mat. Would the other participants like to switch on your camera so I can?
Yeah, humble request everybody who participate
Yeah,
in the
because
session
if
to
I
please
don't
switch on
see
their
what you're
cameras.
doing, then it's a little difficult to help you out here. So yeah.
Yeah, very much.
Okay, anyways, I guess they don't want to come online. Okay, never mind. We will just start. All right. So for those of you who have your screens off, please take a glance at the screen every now and then to get a glimpse of what I'm doing. And also, please listen to instructions. Okay, thank you so much. So we will start. Settling down in Sukhasana, easy, comfortable pose. Close your eyes. And allow your breath to go down all the way to your spine. Expanding your belly as you inhale. And contracting your belly as you exhale. Take a few nice deep breaths here. And from here, gently open your eyes, bringing your hands out in front of you, palms to touch. And as you inhale, opening up your arms, expanding your chest, squeezing your shoulder blades in. Exhale, bring your arms back together, palms to touch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Give a nice expand over here, expanding your chest. And exhale out as your hands come together. Release your palms to your knees and just close your eyes for a moment and just observe your arms, your chest, your shoulders. And now interlocking your fingers together, making a cradle with your palms and placing it at the back of your head. All right. Take a nice deep inhale and look up, opening up your elbows away from each other, looking up at the ceiling. Exhale, bring your elbows in and take your chin to your chest. Inhale up, elbows away from each other, chest up towards the ceiling. Exhale, chin to chest, elbows coming in together. Few more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. As you stay here, take a few breaths here, holding the pose here. Opening up your shoulders. And on your next exhale, breathe in and bring it all in together. Holding it in here for a bit. And then as you inhale, come up back to center and release your arm. And once again, relax. Feel the sensations in your neck and your shoulders. All right. Now take your left palm and lock it on your right knee across your body. Taking your right hand onto the mat. Inhale, take your arm up. All right, keep your shoulder locked in. Your arm as close to your ear as possible. Turn your body slightly diagonal towards the right. Inhale in the center, and as you exhale, go down towards the left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep your gaze up towards the ceiling. Don't let your right shoulder come down. Inhale up. Exhale, maintaining your gaze up towards the ceiling and then going down onto the left side. Breathe in. Breathe out. The last one, hold it here for a few breaths. Whenever we hold our body in a position, allow your breath to keep flowing. Don't hold your breath. On the next inhale, come up. Release your arms. And once again, placing your arms on your knees. And observing your waist. Breathing into any tightness you feel. All right, now taking your right palm to lock on your left knee, left arm on the mat. Inhale, bring it up, slightly turning diagonally. Exhale, falling over to the right. Breathing into your side body. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Hold on to your knee as leverage. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Last one. Breathe out. Hold the pose and continue with your breath. Inhale, come up, release both your arms. And once again, take a few moments here to close your eyes and just observe all the sensations going on in your body and your mind. Now, releasing your legs out, stretching it on either side of the mat. Bring your palms again interlaced. Palms are touching this time. Go over to the left side and start rotating your waist. And at the same time, working on your hip. Inhale as you go back. Exhale as you come forward. And then when you come over to the right side, change direction, right towards the left. Exhaling as you go forward, inhaling as you come back. And then finish up with your last round. Bring in your knees together, keeping your feet slightly wider than hip width. Lean back on your arms and just take your knees from one side to the other. And as your knees go in one direction, take your gaze, head and neck to the other direction. And then just stay in the center, find your stillness, knees together, feet apart, and just relax your head on your shoulder or just let it hang back, whatever feels comfortable for you. And just take a few moments again to observe your hips. And from here, slowly finding your way up to standing. All right. So from here, what we're going to do is just lift up one leg at a time, bringing the knee towards the chest. All right. And as you do this, you engage your arms. So the opposite arm will come up. It's like marching. Okay, and then you can stop that. Balancing on your left leg. Bring up your right leg up. Hold your knee. And just squeeze your knee into your chest. Focus your gaze at one point for balance. Release your right leg. Grounding your right leg. Lift up your left leg. And squeeze your knee into your chest. And release. Bring your feet about hip distance apart. Lift up your toes. Place all your toes on the mat, grounding both your feet, all edges of your feet on the mat. Round your shoulders up and back, and arms on the side, palms facing the front. Finding your Tadasana, mountain pose. Keep your chin parallel to the floor and your gaze straight ahead of you. Releasing the Tadasana, place your palms just above your knee and start taking some nice knee rotations. And the other way. And relax. Okay, once again, balancing on your left leg. Stretch out your right leg and just give a few knee jerks here, kicking it out. Keeping your leg in front, just take some ankle rotations in one direction and then the other way. Release your right leg and then lift up your left, giving it a few knee jerks. And then keeping it stretched out, taking some ankle rotations in one direction and then the other. Okay, now from here, coming to the top of your mat for 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar. All right. Bringing your feet together. Stacking all the joints of your body one over the other. Bringing your hands in Namaskar Mudra to your heart center like this. All right. Inhale. Taking your arms up over your head, bending slightly backward. Exhale, folding forward. Bend your knees, take your right leg back and bring your knees onto the mat, stretching out your spine. Exhale, take your left leg back, finding yourself in plank. Inhale, exhale, in your plank. Inhale, bring your knees to the mat. Exhale, bring your chest and chin to the mat. Inhale, coming up into cobra. Exhale, tucking your toes and come into downward facing dog. Inhale, looking up, bring your right leg back between your palms, left knee goes on the mat. Exhale, left leg comes in front, forward fold here. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, back bend. And coming back to starting position. Now we'll do it on the other side. Inhale, your hands up. Slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, place your palms on the mat. Inhale and take your left leg back. Left knee on the mat. Exhale, right leg back. Inhale, exhale, in plank. Inhale, bring your knees down to the mat. Exhale, chest and chin to the mat. Inhale, coming up in cobra. Exhale, tucking your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up in front, bring your left leg between your palms and place your right knee on the mat. Exhale, right leg comes in front, fold forward. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, back to Namaskar Mudra, starting position. Release your hands and find your mountain pose again. Ground all the corners of your feet on the mat. Stack your knees over your ankles, your hips over your knees, your shoulders over your hips, and chin parallel to the floor. Keep your legs and your arms activated. So even though you're standing, you feel almost weightless. Just take a few moments here, close your eyes. Maintain your balance even though you keep your eyes closed. Slow down your breath. Allow your exhale to be longer than your inhale. As you slow your breath, you notice your body gets relaxed. Gently open up your eyes. Bring your feet about 4 feet or 3 to 4 feet distance apart. Okay, now turn your right, come on your right heel and turn your toes to face towards the right. Your hip stays in the center. Don't turn your hip anywhere. It stays here. Your left leg is at a 60-degree angle. All right. Inhale your arms up, shoulder level. All right. Now from here, your right hip, which is in front, tuck it in slightly. Extend your upper body forward like someone is pulling your right arm in front of you, reaching forward. And then as you exhale, bring your arm down wherever it reaches. If it's okay for your other arm, you can take it up. If not, just place it on your waist. Keep your torso nice and strong. So even if you lift your right arm, you should still stay in position. So you're just using it as a support, but not completely putting your weight on it. Nice. Inhale back up, using your core strength. Release your arms and turn your leg back towards the front. And straight away, on your heels, turning your left leg towards the left, toes pointing to the left, hips in the center. Inhale your arms up. Now once again, from your hip crease, tucking it in, leaning your upper body forward. Exhale, taking your arms all the way down, and your right arm goes up or remains on your waist. And looking up towards the ceiling or looking straight ahead of you. Keeping your legs strong, your core strong. Inhale, come back up and release both your arms. Now, your toes are facing in front, so it's like parallel to each other in number 11. All right, placing your arms on your waist. Again, inhale, lengthen your spine as much as possible, like there's a string on your crown pulling you up. Lengthen. And then again, from your hip crease, bending forward. Halfway, stay there. And then when you're halfway, bring your fingertips or your palms to the floor. And then release your body down. Taking the crown of your head down towards the floor as far as it would go. Keep your weight equal on your feet. And just breathe over here. All right. Inhale, coming up to your fingertips. Keep your legs strong, keep your body strong, and bring your arms back to your waist. And then slowly lifting up. All right. And then heel toe your legs back in. Finding your mountain pose, Tadasana once again. Closing your eyes and focusing on your breath. Allowing your exhale to be extended. Activating the relaxation response in your body. Gently open up your eyes. Stretch out your arms in front of you and just start going down. Reaching chair pose, where your thighs are almost parallel to the floor. Keep your weight on your heels for this posture. If you lift up your toes, you should still be able to maintain the posture. And from here, as you exhale, continue to go down all the way and come to seated. Stretch out your legs, keeping it slightly wider. Place your hands behind you And just take a few moments to breathe here and settle your body down. And now bring your feet in together. Bend your right knee.
We see more of the ceiling. We see very little of your legs and feet.
Sorry,
So yeah. Maybe.
I will just change. Okay. All right. Now, stretching your legs out in front of you. Bend into your right knee. Bringing your right foot to your inner left thigh. All right. Is it okay now? Okay. Placing your left fingertips, your right fingertips behind your right hip. Inhale your left arm up. As you exhale, turn towards the right. Lock your left elbow into your right knee and take a twist towards the right. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist slightly deeper. Even in the twist, your breath should be steady and flowing well. If your breath is getting staggered, it means you're doing too much, so cut back a little. Inhale, take your left arm up and release it down. Release your right leg and just shake out your legs a little. All right. And then coming back to seated in front, bend your left knee. Left fingertips behind your left hip. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale, twisting to the left, locking your right elbow into your left knee. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Taking your gaze to the back of the room. Inhale, release your twist. Release your arms and straighten out your leg. And just relax.
Sorry for the interruption. Shirley, you raise your hand. Shirley Teo, did you raise your hand?
No, so sorry. I think
By mistake.
Right. Okay. Okay, thanks.
All right, just relaxing in Sthila Dandasana, placing your neck either behind you or on your shoulder. All right, now before we go into any other posture, we'll come into Dandasana. So sitting straighter up, instead of just relaxing back, sit up. Keep your spine straight. Place your palms beside your hips. Engage your legs. Pull up your kneecaps so that the entire front of your thigh is engaged. Point your toes up towards the ceiling. Roll your shoulders up and back. Keeping your arms and legs active. And just sitting in staff pose, Dandasana. And releasing Dandasana, bending your knees and just coming onto all fours. So basically, what you do is take your forearm and place it in between your knees to get that distance between your knees. And then placing both your forearms in front of your knees, lifting yourself up and moving one palm distance in front, finding your tabletop position. So by doing this adjustment, you get your knees and wrists in perfect alignment. All right. From here, inhale, let your belly go down towards the mat, head and neck up, hips up, curving your spine. Exhale, pull up your belly, take your chin to your chest, tuck your pelvis in, and take a nice exhale here. Few more rounds. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. On your next inhale, come back to flat back. All right. And from here, bring your right foot between your palms. If you have tender knees, please use a cushion or a knee pad to pad up your knees. All right. So from here, so your right leg is in a nice 90-degree angle. Start taking your left hip down towards the mat, sinking your hip down. Your fingertips on the mat, framing your right foot. If you feel comfortable here, lift yourself up, placing your palms on your right knee and sinking your hips down as much as possible. Taking a few breaths here. Once again, coming back down, placing your left palm on the mat. Inhale, twisting over to the right, taking your right arm up towards the ceiling. Bring your right palm back down to the mat. And shifting your hip back, release your right leg back and come into child's pose. Stretching your arms out in front of you. And now coming back onto tabletop pose. This time, taking your left foot between your palms. Again, padding your knees if you need to. All right. Again, leaning forward, allowing your hip to sink down towards the floor. Again, notice my left leg is in 90-degree angle. So it's not behind here. It's not way up in front. It's in perfect right angle, but the hip is sinking down. When you're comfortable here, lift yourself up and sink your hips further down. Bring your right palm onto the mat. Twisting towards the left, inhaling your left arm up towards the ceiling. And taking your head and neck as well to gaze up at the ceiling. Bring your palms down. Take your hip back slightly. And then take your left leg back. For this time's child's pose, bring your knees as wide as the mat, toes together, and then lean forward and relax in child's pose. Inhale, walk your palms in towards you, lifting yourself up. Bring your knees together and sitting in Vajrasana. All right. Now bring your hands in Adi Mudra, which is putting your thumbs inside your palm. So your tip of your thumb is touching the palm just below your little finger, and then wrapping all the other fingers around it. So both your palms in Adi Mudra. And now turning your wrists so that your fingers are facing up towards you. Your knuckles are towards your thighs, and place it at the point just below your navel. So your inner palms are just touching your navel. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, start leaning forward into your fists and then going all the way down, taking your forehead down towards the mat. Inhale, lifting your forehead off the mat and coming up. Release your mudra and release your legs and come slowly lying down on your back. Stretch out your legs. Tuck your shoulder blades in, downwards. And just take a few moments to relax into your body. All right, now from here, bend your knees. And keep your heels as close to your hips as possible. Your shoulder blades tucked in. So your shoulder blades are going down towards your hip. Placing your arms beside your body, palms facing the mat. Inhale and start lifting up your tailbone, your lower back, your middle back, and then finally your upper back and coming on to your shoulders. Coming up in bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. Hold it here. Don't let your knees fall apart. Keep it in together. Imagine there's a block or a book or something between your thighs and you're holding onto it. Squeeze your glute muscles to keep your thighs together. Pushing your hips up as much as possible. Taking your chest in towards your chin. And to release, as you exhale, bring your upper back down. Bring one vertebrae at a time down. Feel your spine coming down, section by section. And then your mid back. And then your lower back touches the mat. And then finally your tailbone. Release, straighten out your leg. And just observe your spine. Observe your breath. Before we go into Shavasana, just bring your knees into your chest, hugging it in. Just rocking from side to side. Okay, keeping your knees here. Put your left palm on the floor and just take your right palm on your knees and just take it over to the right. Taking a final supine twist. And take your gaze over to the left, looking at your left fingertips. Inhale your knees back to the center. Place your right palm on the floor. Using your left hand, take your knees over to the left. Take your gaze to the right. Bring your gaze back to the center. Inhale. Bring your knees back to the center. Just take a few circles, massaging your lower back. Taking your knees in circles in one direction and then the other. And then release yourself completely onto the mat. Take your feet mat width distance apart. Toes falling to the sides out. Your heels inward. Tuck your pelvis in so that your lower back is comfortable. Keep your shoulders completely flat on the mat, shoulder blades tucked in. Arms away from the body, palms facing the ceiling. Keep the back of your neck nice and long. Your chin slightly in towards your chest. Maintaining Shavasana, continue to breathe. Taking your breath deep down into your abdomen. Expanding your abdomen as you inhale. And allowing your abdomen to sink down towards your spine as you exhale. Taking your attention to your chest and expanding your rib cage as you inhale. From the front, from the back, and the sides. And as you exhale, soften your rib cage and allow it to relax. Maintain this deep and long breathing pattern. Allowing your breath to relax each and every muscle in your body. Surrender yourself completely to Mother Earth, allowing the weight of your body to be completely on the mat. Taking your attention to the lower part of your body. Relax your toes. Sensitize the soles of your feet. Release your ankle joints. Relax your calf muscles. Loosen your knee joints. And completely relax the front and the backs of your thighs. Release all the tightness from your pelvic region. Loosening out your hips and your waist joint. The lower part of your body is now completely relaxed. On the next exhale, we will chant Akara. Take a nice deep breath in. Ah. Feel the vibrations of Akara reverberating from your waist down to the tips of your toes. Next, taking your attention to the middle part of the body. Relax each and every finger one by one. Feel the sensations in your palms. Release your wrist joint. As you relax into your elbows and your shoulder joint, notice how the entire arm gets soft and relaxed. As your breath becomes slower and deeper, relax your abdominal muscles. Relax into your rib cage and your chest muscles. Taking your attention to your spine, release and relax your lower back, your middle back, and your upper back. Relaxing the entire region from your neck down to your waist. Preparing yourself to chant Ukara, take a deep breath in. Inhale. Ooh. 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 Allow the vibrations of Okara to relax the middle part of your body. Relax into your neck muscles, releasing the cervical vertebrae one by one. If you're holding any tightness in your jaw muscles, just release it and relax. Allow your tongue to fall back off the roof of your mouth and just allow it to relax. Keep a slight gap between your upper teeth and your lower teeth. Your lips just gently touching each other. And notice how your cheek muscles and your chin gets totally relaxed. Observe the breath and the flow of air going in and out of your nostrils. Relax your forehead. Your temples and your ears. Totally and completely relax your entire head region. And on the next exhale, we will chant Makara. Take a deep breath in. Notice how the vibrations of Makara is bringing about relaxation in your head space, clearing your mind and sending waves of relaxation down your body. In order to enhance this relaxation, let us chant A, U, and Makara together in one single breath. Inhale all the way down to your abdomen. Ah. Your entire body from the crown of your head down to your fingertips and to the tips of your toes are all completely relaxed now. Without disturbing the sense of relaxation and calm, bring about very slight movements in your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your ankles. And from here, drag your right arm across the floor and take it over your head. Bend your left knee and turn your body over to the right. Make a pillow with your right arm and place your head on it. And tuck in, bring your knees in, coming into fetal position and just relaxing here for a few breaths. And when you're ready, coming up to seated. Okay, we'll end the practice with one kriya, which is very useful and helpful when you have diabetes. So for that, it's called Agnisar kriya. So for that, basically, you need to inhale, exhale completely, and hold your breath on the exhale, and then flap your abdomen in and out, holding your breath. So you can just try, and if you're doing it for the first time, you may find it a little difficult, but yeah, you could just give it a shot. So maybe you can just try it out first. Inhale completely, expand your belly, exhale, hold your breath on the exhale, and just flap your abdomen in and out. And when you feel you need to breathe again, stop your kriya and then take the next inhale. All right.
Sorry, Ayesha, how do I synchronize my breathing and the flapping of the stomach?
No, actually, you're not breathing. You're just holding your breath. So when we breathe in, you expand your abdomen. You breathe out. You just let your abdomen be loose. So don't suck it in or leave it out. Just let it be completely relaxed and loose. So when you breathe out, you hold your breath out and then okay, so you know what, flapping may be a little difficult. So what we'll do is we'll just do the abdominal lock first. So for that, what you can do is the same concept. You inhale, exhale, hold your exhale, and then just pull your abdomen in, pull it in. But I'm holding my breath. I'm not breathing. I'm sure you must have seen Baba Ramdev doing this, right?
Is it like the Kapalbhati, something like that?
No, Kapalbhati is actually we are breathing. But this, we are not breathing, we are holding our breath. So, okay, you can just forget the Agnisar Kriya, maybe on another class we can do it. But you can practice this abdominal lock. So inhale, keep your abdomen soft all the way. Exhale, hold your exhale, pull in your abdomen. When you need to breathe, release your abdomen first and then take your inhale. Is that okay? All right, so maybe you can try it one more time. Inhale, exhale, hold, pull in your abdomen. Release your abdomen and then inhale. All right. So since most of you, I think, are familiar with the Kapalbhati, we'll do 20 strokes of Kapalbhati at moderate pace. So just keeping your palms on your knees, or if you want, you can use the Jnana Mudra, Chin Mudra, with your index and thumb tips touching each other. So Kapalbhati is basically active exhalation. Inhalation will happen automatically. So take a nice deep breath in, and then you can start. And then you can stop the practice, close your eyes, and just notice your breath. When we do Kapalbhati, our body and brain gets highly oxygenated. And so we may feel the need to just relax and not take any breath after that, which is called automatic cessation of breath. That brings about deep relaxation in the body and the mind. Just enjoy those few moments of calm. And then slowly allow your breath to take its natural pattern of breathing. Without any regulation or control. Maintaining your eyes closed, bring your palms to your heart center in Namaskar Mudra. Rub your palms together to generate some heat. Cupping the palms of your hands, just place it over your eye sockets. And then releasing it, bringing your hands back to your heart center and gently taking a bow from here. Thanking yourself for making this time and gently open your eyes. All right, so Mr. Anant Mitra said that after the practice, we open for any Q&A. So if anyone has any questions, feedback, suggestions? Yeah, you can.
Thank you so much, Ms. Ayesha Patricia, for that very refreshing and invigorating session. It was very pleasing to see so many of us who have our cameras on actually practicing the mudras and the yogasanas. It's wonderful to see that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much once again, Ms. Ayesha. So as the teacher requested, if somebody has any questions, please go ahead and you can unmute yourself and ask the question. In the interest of time, if it's okay with Mr. Chandra, then we'll allow 2 to 3 questions before we can move ahead, Chandra.
Yes.
I have 2 questions.
Yes, Ms. Catherine, please go ahead.
Yeah. Just now when you said to bring the hands to Adi Mudra, and then you were sitting in Vajrasana like this. Do you
Yeah.
place the hands on the tummy or on the navel? You know, when you went down like this?
1 minute. I can't see you. I don't. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. What was the
Yeah.
question?
Yeah, just now when you said to bring the hands to Adi Mudra like
Yes.
this,
Yes.
and then to bend down. So the
Yes.
hand, is it on the belly or on the navel?
Yes. Yeah. That's correct. What you're doing. It's in the lower belly, just below the navel. Yeah. What you're doing. It's correct actually. Yeah.
And
That
the
was
second-
good.
the
So that's
second-
basically to stimulate your pancreas and your, because for diabetes, you have like your pancreas may be underactive, or, or it could be producing insulin, but whatever, but it's not acting, it's not working. So this is just to stimulate it and make your body work as per normal. So it's not a magic fix, but it helps because everyone knows that yoga definitely helps, but it is all about practice, like a daily practice, because yoga is not just for exercise or it's a lifestyle which we have to live with like every day. So it works slowly, but surely. Yeah. So.
Ms. Catherine, you had another question, I understand.
And the second question is that I'd like to learn of the flapping because I attended a class twice. I didn't get it. So I was hoping this time I could get it. And you said about the, the flapping of the abdomen.
Yes. Yeah. So basically you were able to do that abdominal lock, right? Yeah. So basically it's the same concept. You just inhale. Again, you have to keep your abdomen soft, not allowing it to tighten or harden. So then when you exhale, holding your breath. So what you were doing is just holding your abdomen in. Instead, you just continue to flap it. So there's no breathing happening. It's just a mechanical, it's a physiological movement, basically. Yeah. So it's the same thing. Instead of just holding it and staying still, you just continue to move it back and forth. It's just your abdominal wall moving. Yeah.
Thank you.
Again, that is also a way to stimulate your, necessary organs. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, wonderful. In the interest of time, we will probably allow one more question. Anybody, please? If you have a question, please unmute yourself and you can ask the yoga teacher your question.
Good morning. Is this class going to be regular every day or it's only on the Sunday?
GOPIO holds this yoga sessions every month, Ms. Mucha.
Okay.
Yeah, but as the teacher said, I believe, and I again allow Ms. Patricia to answer that as to how often we should do the yoga sessions.
Okay, actually, see, yoga practice, like I said, is definitely a daily practice, whatever you can do. But sometimes we are not, we don't know how to go about it, and we don't know how to do it. So that will become like a kind of a problem. So what you can do is you can contact Vyasa Yoga. So I teach weekly classes on at Vyasa on Sundays, same time. Okay, so you can do that. So that's a group class. If you want, I also take private classes, preferably online. So yeah, you have those options. I've given you my number. And of course, you know how to contact Vyasa. You can just find their details on Google or on Facebook. So Sunday, 10 a.m. if we have a weekly class for diabetes.
Okay.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to get personally in touch with me, I've given my number there. So you can contact me on WhatsApp or you can call me, whatever. And yeah, for those who would like to make it a daily practice, you have to find a way. So at least weekly, if you do with practice with a teacher, then the teacher will give you tips on like how to maintain the rest of the week with a little bit of practice here and there. So that will help for sure. Even if you take a class once a week, it will definitely be helpful.
Okay. So this is specially for the diabetes, is it?
Yes, the Sunday
I'm
class.
joining first time, so I don't know much about it.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking.
Yes, so if Vyasa, they have other classes as well, but this Sunday class is specially for people
Diabetes.
who have diabetes.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you prefer personal, I do take personal classes as well because I'm training as a yoga therapist. So we do classes for like arthritis, high blood pressure or low blood pressure, generally pressure, heart conditions. So yeah, you can contact me if you want, or you can get in touch with Vyasa.
So which day is the arthritis class? For
That's a private class, so that's between
private.
Yes,
Okay.
it's private. Yeah, so we can, if it's a private class, we can choose our own date and time. But if you would like to come for this group class, it's open as well. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Mitchell, for your questions, Ms. Patricia, for patiently answering them. Once again, you can always ask your questions directly to Ms. Ayesha, or you can forward it to us, and then we will be happy to help out.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you again, Ms. Patricia. Moving on, this event would not have been possible without the tireless efforts of the organizing team. We do it every month, so it's really a big thing for the organizing team and many other individuals who are involved in setting up this event. And to deliver the note of thanks, may I invite the Honorary Secretary of GOPIO Singapore Chapter, Mr. Chris Selvakumar, on the stage. Mr. Chris, the stage is yours.
Good morning, Mr. Anand Mitra. Thank you so much for this. Good morning, President, and good morning to all our guests who have joined us. Good morning to our trainer, Ms. Ayesha Patricia, for actually, taking us through this whole step-by-step process and even answering very patiently to all the questions. Thank you so much. So I think without much, so sessions like this help us to come together as one community, to practice, to learn something. And of course, yoga is a lifestyle, like what our trainer said, and for us to take it on a daily basis and to see how it can help us to improve our own lives as well. So of course, this will not be possible without our organizing chairman, Mr. Rajesh, and definitely the wonderful works of our MC, Mr. Anand Mitra, and our president for supporting this event and collaborating with GOPIO Singapore. And definitely my heartfelt thanks to our trainer, Ms. Ayesha Patricia, for conducting today's yoga for diabetes session. Once again, do come back, do join us every last Sunday of the month. The links and the posters will be shared out with you all. So do keep in touch with us in GOPIO Singapore, and we look forward to seeing you for our upcoming sessions as well. Thank you very much. And over to you, Mr. Anand Mitra.
Thank you so much, Chris. Well, friends, all good things must come to an end. And so we come to the end of today's session. But I'm very sure for many of you, this would be the beginning of a wonderful lifestyle. GOPIO Singapore, as Chris mentioned, would always conduct these events on a monthly basis. And therefore, please be on the lookout for our next yoga event with Vyasa Yoga, which is Yoga for Hypertension, which will be held on the 27th of February, 2022. I thank the organizing committee to have entrusted this responsibility on me to conduct this session as UMC. Thank you so much for joining the session, and especially for our Chinese friends on this event. Gong Si Fa Chai Xin Yan Kuai Le. Goodbye, and see you the next time. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Happy New Year. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Anand. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Anand, for
Pleasure.
providing
Yes,
this, and thank you, Mr. Hari Krishnan, also for providing this platform. And thank you, Anand, for introducing me so beautifully. And of course,
Thank you.
the secretary, Mr. Chris, also for the final vote of thanks, and the VP, Mr. Chandra Mohan, also for making this everything possible. So thank you, guys, and hope you continue your practice. Yeah. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
And
Thanks, Chandra. I'll leave the meeting now.
Okay, thanks, Anand. Thanks a lot. Okay, I'm going to end the meeting now. Thank you. Bye.